I don't like that jacket on you, Winton.
Let me see. Why not?
What's wrong with his jacket?
I don't know.
Why you commenting on everybody's jacket? Like you was asking about my jacket last week.
What's wrong with my shit? It's just a sweater, man. It's been, it's been kind of cold out here.
Yours look like a Wakanda jacket. That just looks.
Bro, I didn't know nothing like that. It's just a regular Under Armour jacket, Wakanda. Bro. You just
Wakanda.
Just different.
Yeah, that's, you know what? I'm gonna just leave it like that. Exactly.
Another episode of About the Night, episode 88. We in the building. You got the crew, Rob, Tony, Winton. Let's go ahead and dive in.
Forgot somebody.
We got War ready. Taking some personal time today. Got to stretch your legs out every now and then. Or should I say stretch those calves out every now and then.
You're going to take all week for that.
Man, oh man. Well, we got another jam-packed episode for you. A lot of things to dive into. But we're going to get it started off how we normally do. Just find out if anything happened. I know you last week were talking about you were going to go to the Scream Park out there in Auburn. How was that?
Oh, bro, I got my feel, bro.
Yeah?
I got my feel, man. My stomach's still hurting from laughing. Just enjoying all the screams.
Laughing at a Scream Park.
Yes.
Doesn't sound right, but keep going.
Because I like to see people scared. And it's just fascinating to me that people actually go into this place and just scared out of their mind for no reason. But brings me enjoyment. So I win at the end of the day. My son freaking out. He was not happy in the beginning. He was like, first thing he said, yeah, Dad, I don't know if I could do this. And it was a good time, man. Shout out to them, man. They had a good I think I mentioned last week, they added a fourth like haunted house area. It was a little bit longer. It took us about an hour
to get through it all.
Yeah, that's a decent amount of time. So it was cool.
What time did you guys get there?
It was like 9 something.
Is it an all day thing, or do they wait till it gets dark?
No, the earliest is 7.
Okay,
so it's already dark by that point. So it's from 7 to 10. Okay, or 7 to midnight. My bad.
So they're doing that all year or to the end of the
I think up until through Halloween, I think. Okay. So no, it was dope. But that was amazing. What was better than that was that ass whooping. Cowboy fans, look, bring right here. Are y'all still them boys?
Wow.
That's all I gotta say.
Damn, where'd you get that one, son?
Levi Stadium.
God damn.
Niggas was ass. They was talking hella shit. They was like, oh, this is our year. This our get back. Dak was saying, oh, you gonna make me mad. Like, oh, why'd you do that? Get mad next time, brother.
You know what?
It'd be best if you don't say nothing. Fuck
the Niners still. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. They ran through us too, so fuck them fools. I had this question. I was talking to my boy about it. Obviously, Niner fans are everywhere now, right? They just popping up like random weeds in the fucking head.
Nah, we always been here.
Anyways.
Been here. They pay their debts, too.
Okay, I hear you. And it brought up a question. You still paying them debts, you know what I mean? You still paying them.
Kings lost, too, last night,
yeah,
didn't
they did. They lost to the Lakers. I'm not even mad at that.
Oh, damn.
It happens.
Taking the L's.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's preseason. It is what it is. It is what it is. But it brought up the question, and I mean, obviously, we don't want to dive too deep into it, but like, and it was an argument, and I know it's going to be a quick argument with you, and I mean, shit, I don't want to get this way, but
maybe not.
Is Brock Purdy a good game manager, or is he an explosive? Like, is he a game manager? You know what I mean? And what I mean by this is here because he got weapons, bro. All he got to do is sit back there, hand the ball off, and you running somewhere, or you can drop back quick hitch to Ayuk. hitch to freaking what's his name, Debo Sanders, or running to Debo Sanders. You got so many.
Samuel.
Samuel.
Get that man's name right.
Debo Schmeebo, you ain't taking my chain.
Yeah, he took it though. Didn't he?
Ayuk really took.
You ran like red.
Yeah.
See, my grandmama gave me that chain.
Yeah. But like,
that was Tomlin.
Is he a game manager or is he an elite quarterback? You know what I mean?
It's way too early to determine that. And I'm gonna say this as what I don't want to make this too long winded because I know a lot of people. There's a lot of hyperbole going out there. Everybody's saying, "Oh, he's." Some people are saying that, "Oh no, he's just a game manager. He's nothing better than that. He's been lucky." And then on the other end of the spectrum, they're saying he's gonna be the next Tom Brady. I think both of those narratives need to stop. Like, you need to let this man play because I think it's kind of unfair to him. Yeah. Like, he's going to lose. The Niners are going to lose a game. Like, they're not going to go 17-0. Let's be realistic about this. He's not he's going to lose a game. So it shouldn't be to the point where the expectation is so high for this dude that if he loses a game, they'll be like, "Oh, he turned into a pumpkin. Now he's trash." Like, that's bullshit. Like, that's not realistic. That's not a standard that you would hold for any NFL quarterback. It's just each game that he wins, it keeps ratcheting that up. Right. And so I just think, in my opinion, he's top 15 in the league as far as where the quarterbacks stand right now. That's where he's at.
That's neither here or there. I hear what you're saying, but hear me out. And I'm mentioning the game managing part because he has weapons.
No, because he's making the throws. Jimmy G wasn't able to do this.
They ass open throws. What are you talking about? Every one of their players is getting ass open. Now hear me out. Hold on. That commends your squad. The squad is elite, bro. But let's take Patrick Mahomes, an elite quarterback, and he looked unstoppable. This man was on the move, running, doing no-look passes, all that. You know what I mean? When he had Tyreek Hill. Now he has a barnyard, options of receivers. I'm not going to say barnyard because obviously they're all great receivers. They're playing in the NFL, but they're no Tyreek Hills, and it's obvious, right? They're not able to get open as much as Travis Kelce or Tyreek Hill is able to do. Now that he does not have Tyreek Hill, something explosive, he's still elite, but he don't look that elite because he doesn't have the same weapons around him. Will Brock Purdy still look elite when he doesn't have these same weapons around him?
Of course not. You just answered the question. But the problem is that they won last year without Tyreek. So obviously it was good enough for Mahomes to get it done regardless. Elite status. But to me, there's only like 4 elite quarterbacks, in my opinion, that's in the league. The Brock Purdy's not in that conversation. To me, for you to be even considered an elite quarterback, I think you need to be doing this for at least for 2 to 3 years. Okay. Like, there has to be some level of consistency that you've brought into this to say that you're elite. This is my opinion. This is only me. I know other people have another definition of what they feel elite is. But I think in the NFL right now, there's only 4 elite quarterbacks like that you consider elite. After that list goes up and down. That should be going in and out. You could be outside the top 10 and then inside the top 10. Right. Like Kirk Cousins is outside the top 10 right now. Crazy. Like you got like Dak Prescott used to be in the top 10. He ain't in there no more. Like this shit, it's fickle. It's it has ebbs and flows. But I think the mainstays are kind of guys like Mahomes, kind of like Josh Allen, but even then, like even Burrow, I was even considered it would be elite. But look what the year he's having now. A lot of people say it's from the injury, and stuff like that. But
he balled out this week.
It's very hard to be consistently elite in this league. Like, it's just very hard. I think Tom Brady has he has spoiled us as far as having such a long career and level of consistency of greatness. Like, that's not every quarterback. Even Mahomes. And Mahomes right now, to his own standard, is not playing like at the level that he was even last year or the year before. But to answer your question, if he doesn't have the weapons, of course he's not going to be as great because he don't have the weapons. But if you think about it, when Mahomes came in, he had all the weapons. The Chiefs were a playoff team before Mahomes got there. They had Tyreek Hill. Travis Kelce was already established. Andy Reid comes in. That's a well-established coach running a great system. So he got into a great system just like Brock Purdy did. I just think that Mahomes is just way more talented.
Who did he take the job from? Was it Alex Smith?
Alex Smith.
Yeah, huh? Yeah.
So like, that's what I'm saying.
So I wonder if you guys are going to treat Brock Purdy like you treated Alex Smith after he left.
We did. We went for a better quarterback. A better quarterback comes around. That's happened. Kaepernick was better.
Kaepernick was good.
That's why he
wasn't
lost
a
his
game
job.
Manager. He wasn't a game manager. But that was the main point. But I mean, obviously, we can get real long-winded about the sports here. Obviously, your main
It shouldn't
point,
be because your teams is trash, and you really don't have an opinion about anything. But it's just I know the truth hurts, bro. I get it. I know. I understand.
God damn it!
I understand.
Look, I'm trying my best right now.
But you should just zip it, bro. Just keep it moving.
You see this shit?
Just zip it. Just zip it,
guy.
Bro. To the victor go the spoils. Shut the hell up.
Your team is trash as fuck. All of them. I don't give a fuck.
But you can say it, but it don't mean nothing.
Yeah, they're all trash. Giants, trash.
Sassafras. I could say anything.
Lakers with all the money they got, trash. The Niners. Oh, trust me, they ain't trash right now, but let's give it a few weeks. Y'all be treating them like Jimmy G once he gets hurt. Trash. That's all I'm saying, all right?
You got some nerve to say trash when you still owe me money.
Shit, this nigga, this money situation. And I didn't forget about you, Tony. I know you were talking about hitting these streets. What happened with you this weekend?
Oh, man. Man, first off, I want to say something that happened. And I want to know if maybe I overreacted. I got in an argument.
Oh, shit. I can tell you right now.
I got in an argument with this woman.
Oh, boy.
And I'm in, I got the McDonald's app, right? Mm-hmm. And when you use that app, you get your choice. You can go to the drive-thru or you can go to your spot, okay? Now, already people piss me off because they be parking there when it's like, bro, this is for the app. And you park there, you ain't even getting no food. All right, whatever, cool. So I'm already irritated because I'm seeing, everybody just parked there. I'm like, oh, Lord, Jesus have mercy. Oh, God. So it only goes from like 1 to 6. So all of them are filled up. So, I'm like, there's a spot next to 6. They don't got a little number to it. So I'm like, all right, let me just park here. And then let me see if I can put 7. So I put 7, and it said, okay, you're waiting at 7. I was like, oh, shit, okay, it worked. Because, the person will come out, they'll see like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is only 6. Why did he put 7? Oh, right there, probably.
That was your mistake right there.
Right. I mean, yeah, my mistake was probably because I assumed. Anyways, so I go to park. Next thing you know, I'm sitting there waiting. This girl comes out, she got my coffee. I was like to get my coffee. This happened just right now. I got in this fight. So I got in this argument over this woman because she comes out and she looks around and she just gets mad. She's like, ugh. And she just storms back into McDonald's. And I'm like, oh, no. So I rolled down my window. I was like, oh, ma'am, I'm pretty sure that's mine. I just ordered the coffee. My bad, I was making another spot. She goes, you ain't no 7. Ain't no 7 out here. I don't even know why you would put. And I'm just like, she's going off on me. I'm like, look, I'm sorry that I just figured since, all these people were parked here and there was a 6, after 6 comes 7 and this is the next spot to it. I mean, I don't mean to make it sound common sense, but I mean, is what it is. So, so you saying I'm dumb? I was like, no. You're realizing you're dumb is what you realize. That's what it is. I ain't saying you're dumb. You're starting to realize you're dumb. Like I'm right here next to the spot. Like, come on, what are you talking about? Like, Lord Jesus, bro, we started arguing. I thought she's going to throw the coffee down, and she gave it to me, and I'm just like, oh, my God, bro.
But she had the nerve to ask. Don't ask that question. You might get an answer.
Right. I'm just like, Lord Jesus, my God, people are so stupid, which we'll talk about later. But anyways, my bad. What, did I overreact or no?
To be honest with you, no. Okay. Not from you saying like you reacted after she gave you the energy. Mm-hmm. Like she the one threw the energy at you and then you was like, oh, that's the energy we going? I got the match.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
so it's Lord. Like I ain't faulting you too much. Sometimes you can control your own emotions though. I mean, we can all adult a little bit. But,
my Lord.
She went low and you went lower.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
it's that Mexican blood in me.
I guess.
So what happened with you this weekend?
So this weekend, basically, ended up going over to the 7440, Rocky 7440. Just like because I heard Tuesdays, was popping.
What is that?
It's a club. It's over in Citrus Heights. So,
Citrus.
Right. So I'm going to start going to the clubs, right? I'm going to start hitting up the clubs kind of over in East Sac kind of area, more into like Citrus Heights, Roseville.
You sure about that?
Yeah. just to see what's up over there. You know what I mean? Help us out. Powerhouse,
Sorry.
Union, you got Union, Powerhouse, Onyx. And I thought Onyx was gonna be bumping 7440. Everybody told me that Tuesdays are their nights, but it was a fail. So yeah, it really wasn't bumping. But I heard Saturday, Sundays is better. Or I'm sorry, Friday, Saturdays is better. So we'll see what happens.
You know, it's interesting because you speaking about Citrus Sites, it seems like they're actually trying to expand that. I was just shown something about them with the whole Sunrise Mall over there. They got a whole development plan over there as far as communities, as far as businesses, restaurants, housing, like all different types of stuff. I was just shown that it was like a whole concept of what they're trying to expand over there. So that's kind of interesting.
You know what? I wonder why all these malls are failing like that. The Florin Mall, obviously. I mean, we had a stigma with the Florin Mall, right? But you had the Doco Mall. It wasn't Doco before. It was called Westfield. No, it was called what was the mall called?
K Street.
Downtown Mall, right?
It was
Downtown
just K
Mall.
Street.
Yeah, K Street Mall. But like, why aren't they like booming anymore? Like
because retail's down.
That's
like just
crazy.
Retail in general. Like, so the traditional malls is just not it. And if you're a retail space or something like that, like you have that type of business, you have to bring another element outside of somebody just purchasing what you have to sell.
Right.
Like they could just buy it online.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you have to bring the experience. Oh, you know what I mean? Like it has to be something extra for a reason why I would show up to your store and do it. That
Right.
or if not, your costs are low. Mm-hmm. Like if you as a business, if you got low cost, then you can afford to maintain the leasing and all that type of shit. But that's where it's at. And just malls in general are closing.
Right.
Just what I mean. Like I think it was reported some months back. Foot Locker is closing like 500 something stores. Like a lot of these big time places are or stores that we were used to, especially since we all 80s babies.
Right.
Those are going away. What's name's making a resurgence though, towards us.
Is that right?
They're opening up, I think 25 locations.
That's crazy.
We'll see if they come up with a different business model. I think it's going to be different.
They have to.
I think it's going to be a little bit different. So we'll see what happens.
Is there an oxygen bar here? Would you guys go to an oxygen bar?
Fuck no, bro. I did that shit once in Vegas. I'll never do that again. The lady was crazy. We want to hear the story?
Yeah.
Bro, I thought I might get raped. Real talk.
Okay, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Continue.
So basically, this was actually with Stella. Stella was there.
Aisle 6 for the dick.
Yeah, aisle 6 for the dick. So we was there, and it was super late, man. I don't remember what time it was. I think it was like maybe 2 or something like that. And we came out the thing, and the lady there, she was just acting hella weird. And so we did the little oxygen bar. That was my first time even doing it. I was like, fuck it, whatever. And then she came behind. She had the little head massager thing, the one that's got the claw thing that just fits over your head.
Yeah.
She starts doing that shit. But she's unbeknownst to me, I should say. Did not.
She just hit you with
I didn't know it was coming. No, I didn't know. It was what she said first. She's like, "Are you ready?" And then pulled this thing. I said, "The fuck? Ready for what?"
Do you feel better? Like after you do it?
No, I was kind of worried about this chick, so I kind of lost whatever feeling I was supposed to get.
I'm like, man, let's see how this works. I thought when I did it, it was like I felt healthier, better, like refreshed.
No,
hangover was gone. So.
And so enlighten the people, me, on what the fuck an oxygen bar is. Like, what are you doing? You like take the mask and you just Darth Vader that shit or some shit? Oh, this oxygen bar.
Yes, it's a goes through your nose and stuff. It's kind of it's like you're getting oxygen.
Okay, and so you just hitting the oxygen and maybe you puff out some weed randomly or something like.
There's no weed.
So you're literally just in an area. Yeah. With oxygen being pumped.
So imagine sitting down at in a bar setting, like sitting on a stool or something. Usually it's like a whole line of stuff, and they have different. I think they got different. They have different aspects to it or something like that.
Like
from
flavors.
Yeah, like that. Like there's different
flavors.
Yeah, there's like different stuff like that
to oxygen.
Yeah, like it goes in you can just
like a scent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Like
I just like that they said
you pay for that.
Yeah, it got rid of my hangover. It did.
You pay for air.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is the thing. We didn't actually pay for this, But it's an interesting way because what I noticed with the time that I did it in Vegas, they took the opportunity because it was the lady that was doing the thing, the weird lady. And then I guess her boss or her supervisor, whatever, that's how they would take their time to try to sell you this massage thing. Like this thing is like $200 something. You know, so like you know how the what do you call the massage gun? Mm-hmm. So imagine, but this was before that these was popular. So they had the one for the back and stuff like that. But it was basically this $200 device, and they be trying to sell it to you because I noticed that dude trying to sell to the other people that was on at the bar about it. I was like, okay, that's a good way to ploy to try to get people to buy some of this stuff. You know what I mean? I wasn't buying shit. I was trying to get the fuck up out of there.
You bought oxygen.
No, we actually got that for free because they sat us down. No, they kind of was like, no, just come. So they kind of made it like free and all that different type of shit. And it's like you know how Vegas is. You supposed to tip and all that shit, but the bitch was weird, so I was like, fuck that.
Get your weird oxygen providing ass up out of here.
Yeah, nah.
Weren't we talking to you about something? You already talked about all the clubs, Oxygen Bar. How'd we get there?
Yeah, we just talked. No, I was just asking if we had one. Like, I don't know. I kind of want to check.
Nah, I've actually only even seen them in Vegas. I didn't know we even had them out like that.
Right. That's why I was wondering if we had them there. But,
okay.
But ultimately, man, what I did find out over this weekend is all the backlash, not backlash, but, you know, divorce is messy, right? I'm not even going to say it's divorce, but a breakup is messy. And Jada Pinkett has been kind of out there talking, you know, freely, you know, about people shooting their shot. And
well, this is a lot coming out about this. Obviously,
elaborate.
She was just on she's on a podcast, All the Smoke with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson.
She was talking about Tupac.
She was talking about Pac
in the letter,
being at Rikers and you know that whole thing. So obviously that's kind of awkward for Will, and seems like she's getting her shit off now.
Mm-hmm.
So they're divorced. They're divorced.
They've been separated for a while because apparently. She's come out and said that they've been separated for a while, her and Will. Mm-hmm. And then it also came out and was reported that she said that Chris Rock shot at her while they was separated.
After the slap or before the slap?
Before. And then now that makes me.
Oh shit!
That makes me feel like because you know we gave Will a lot of shit.
Yeah,
we was shitting on Will for a minute. Now, granted, I still think that he went up there and slapped him because he's mad at August. However, if Will knew that he shot that shot,
right?
He tried to be Steph,
and he tried to throw a jab at her too.
It's like
hold on, you guys don't see it,
bro.
Why are you defending someone you ain't even with?
What you mean?
Oh, I'm with you.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. His mother, his kids, though. There's still respect there, man.
And he shot his shot while they were together. Nobody knew.
No, well, they weren't together.
But I mean, who really knew that though?
Well, he knew that.
Chris Rock knew that.
Chris Rock, because what she described exactly what he said or how he shot his shot, and I guess he had said something like asking her out, and he said, "Well, you are separated, right?" That's what she said. He said to her. So it's like
I don't know.
How y'all feel about that?
That slap now kind of has a little bit more meaning, you know, because I mean, honestly.
Agreed. Yeah.
Everybody's question is like, bro, there had to be some other issue going on other than that comment that was made. And that kind of just a little bit plus the shots, you know what I mean? Like now I'm leaning towards, nah, man, this nigga Will was being bullied underline low key, you know, maybe we didn't see it that way.
I ain't going to go that far.
I ain't gonna say bully, but he's broadcasting it out there like, you know.
I just think that Will could never live up to the mystique of Pac, ever. And I think that she made him feel that way. And for someone like Will Smith, as big as he is, a bigger personality, a big of a star that he is, for him to feel emasculated, for him to feel less than, his ego is wrapped into it. We all look at Will as being Mike Lowry. You know what I mean? Like that's how we look at him. We look at him somebody that's just the pure alpha, like that everybody would want to be. And for him to for us to know that she would rather be, she's dreaming about being with another man, a dead man at that. You know, Pac is great. It's just that that can sting. That can bruise a man's ego deeply, and that can, especially someone that's in the spotlight as much as he is.
Something I've learned as a man recently, is that I'm sorry, man. Love is a great thing, but as a man, respect means so much more.
Oh, 100%.
It means more than love. It does.
Fuck love.
Right. Respect means everything. And like, I just think about that. Like, now that you say it like that, like, I just remember growing up, man, and just, being such a big fan of Will Smith and just hearing women be like, oh my God, Will Smith, oh, he's so hot, he's so funny, he's so this, he's so that. It was that whole era of people just loving black people because of just who we were, you know what I mean? And so many people looked up to him. Even white people looked up to him. They're like, yeah, he doesn't have to cuss in his music, you know what I mean? Like, white people love Will Smith. So it's like, it's crazy to me to think that, like, you could think, wow, this person has everything. But in his mind, you know what I mean? The one person he wanted to see him the way everybody else saw him didn't see him that way. That sucks, bro. The fact that she can't, as a woman, even sit there and go and realize that, like, fuck, what am I doing to him? Like, that's sad too. Like, how can you do that to him? That's crazy.
Because she's with him. She sees his ass every day.
Man, that's crazy.
She's literally measuring him to Pac.
That's sad.
When you look at like that, like that's the comparison that she's making.
But she's to a dead man.
Yeah, but seriously,
she kind of brought it up though. Like when she saw him in jail, it was kind of different. Like he looked bad. You know what I mean? Like she kind of brought it up. Like
he asked her to marry her.
Yeah, asked her to marry her, but like the way he was looking, like he wasn't at his peak. He wasn't,
right.
And so that almost makes me look at her a little different. You're supposed to be a rider. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna say this too, man. I think like he could have. I mean, if it was me, if I was Will Smith, I'd be like, "How is Pac better than me?" He's not. He's dead. Like, I mean, what the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, I think
his decisions got him killed.
Yeah, but at the same time, though,
I'm here for my kids.
And this might be a deeper conversation. I don't know if some people ain't prepared to
prepare for this,
to have this conversation, especially amongst us, black folks, because we struggle with this. Is this whole dynamic behind having that street cred and that making you more of a man?
Why you look at me?
Well, he ain't street.
That's what I'm saying. Why you look at me like I'm supposed to have some type of street cred?
You want to be that though, Mr. Oh, let him play dice.
When?
Let him get killed. Let
ain't
Offset.
Cred.
Let Offset.
That ain't street cred.
Offset.
That's just the shit that I did growing up, and I love that. You know what I mean?
In all honesty, I'm just saying from a perspective of like men and women, and the whole thing about just women maybe respecting someone like what Pac represents. Not necessarily maybe who he even was, just what he represents over somebody that is more stable, I guess you would say, in Will Smith.
Right.
And it's that chase for someone like that is usually what steers a lot of women the wrong way. Because I'm going to be honest with you, like everybody's got their past. You grow up. Some people grow up, some people don't grow up. That's just how it goes. Everybody has shit that's going on and who they were and who they weren't and, that type of thing. And everybody, matures. But it's you liking or you pursuing that, they not prepared. Women in general are not prepared to deal with what comes with that. So if you want the dude that's in the street. You want that dude,
right.
Like that's what is attractive to you. Are you willing to deal with the other stuff that comes with that? Because like it don't make sense. Like are you willing to deal with the stuff that he dealing with penitentiary chances? Are you willing to deal with the fact that he gonna have multiple women? Because I ain't never heard of a street dude that just tied down to one.
Right.
It shit don't happen. You expecting this is just unrealistic. And I think she's a good example of. Like her wanting this man, and this ain't got nothing against Pac, and this ain't got nothing that's against Will, but it's this dynamic of the mystery. You know what I mean? Like that, and that can get you caught up in the wrong situation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like that happens with and these are celebrities. She's got the money to burn to get herself out that situation. Most of the average women don't, and they keep choosing wrong constantly. Like,
which makes us look bad ultimately.
Right. Right.
I don't know, man. I look at her differently now.
Oh, but I've been looked at her. Man, as soon as she said entanglements on that fucking red table shit, I was like, fuck Jada.
Yeah, she ain't shit.
She said entanglements. She came up with a new word for getting her back blown out. What kind of shit is that?
I mean, it also sheds light on that whole conversation, how Will Smith could sit there and have that conversation with her so casually and candidly, like it was nothing. Like, it makes a lot more sense.
Inside, what she was thinking inside is, Pac wouldn't have been able to take this. He would have been over that table and choking my ass.
She said it in a way where she didn't give a fuck, too, in front of this nigga.
You wonder what I call you, bitch?
I think that's a part of it, though, is what, Tony, you just said, man. Fuck love. Respect over everything.
Yeah.
Because love ain't going to get you through shit. Respect will get you through a ton. If you can maintain the respect in the relationship on both sides, both men and women, if you can as best as you can, that will go so much farther than love. That love shit runs out.
It has moments.
Yeah, it just has its moments. And love is usually small things. But respect is just like constant. Like, it's the way you talk, it's the tone you use, it's the way you speak about this person in front of other people when you're not present. Shit like that. Like, that's where respect comes in. Right. When you respect somebody, you make sure not to disrespect them regardless if you think they're going to hear about it or not.
Right.
That's the difference between respect and love. Like, you know what I mean? You'll lie for love. You ain't gonna lie for respect.
Well, let's dive.
It's either you got it or you don't.
Let's dive into why they lying this long. Why they?
They're celebrities, bro. I don't. They got a whole.
Maybe the money,
life.
the divorce. I mean, he doesn't want to lose money. There's a lot of reasons.
There's so many different reasons.
So many reasons.
Speaking about that, divorce and losing money, child support, right? Is that another reason why they've been trying to keep the lie going on so long? Don't want to have to pay child support anymore?
How old are they now?
But a lot
How
of
old
these
kids.
Yeah,
I think Jada's the oldest one, though, right?
Yeah, but I think that the kids. I don't think even child support would even be a thing.
None
of them are under 18.
Yeah,
okay.
He's good. He's in the clear now.
He's good.
Well, they got this new child support debit card.
Yeah, that's what. Well, they were saying basically that now.
You can't buy alcohol.
You can't buy alcohol. You can't buy. You can't buy a lot of things. Some things that some people would even think is essential. Like, pretty much, you are only going to be able to use this card for the child.
For food.
So I think concept wise, it's kind of sound. It makes a little bit like it. It will definitely change the behaviors of the spending behaviors, I would say.
How are they able to track that, though? Let's just say, because a debit card for child support could be used for many things. Food, clothes. What about schooling? You know what I mean? What about, like, after-school programs, baseball, soccer? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
How are they able to spend it on those types of things?
Well, I think they probably would. Remember, EBT was, they had its restrictions. You know what I mean?
Certain locations, like you couldn't just go to a liquor store and get it. They just recently, I think, opened that up. EBT
right, but I'm saying, but if you go way back to when EBT cards first came out, because before then it was actual food stamps. It was actually fucking brown money. I remember my grandma had some of that shit. That shit was nuts. But I remember she used to give it to me, and I used to go to the corner store out there in Richmond. Everybody know on 23rd. Everybody know John's, bro. John would always hook it up. He'd give you a line of credit, man. Dude was a real one. But anyway. But that you had to actually have paper money, like actual paper stamps, and then they changed to the EBT card. But back then, it was very restricted on what you could buy with it. And I know they've been expanding what you can buy with it now, but they might do a similar thing. Like, it's going to be very restricted on what you can purchase with this card, because I think some of it's accountability. You know what I mean? Like holding the people who are receiving the child support accountable to what they're spending.
Makes sense.
You know what I mean? Also, too, the biggest thing about the child support court system and divorce in general, both those aspects of court, child support and divorce court, is you have to get rid of the incentives that cause people to go divorce and seek child support in the first place. That's the reason why it's out of whack.
What do you mean by the word incentives?
Well, right now, there's 8, marriages right now. The divorce rate, what, 50%?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
it's way higher than that.
But it's around that.
67.
It's somewhere. I think it's somewhere in that range, right?
Yeah, it's wild.
So 80% of women initiate divorce.
Uh-huh.
And why is that? Some people will say, well, why is that? Oh, some people, the women most likely would say, oh, the women are getting fucked over 80% of the time. That's not the case. It's not. The reason why is because the incentives benefit the woman in the divorce. Reason why they initiate the divorce in the first place. If you're being incentivized by doing something, you're going to have a higher rate or a higher percentage of doing it. That's what's happening. They're winning the divorce. They're winning a lot of the divorces. They're being incentivized to a certain degree to get a divorce. Child support the same way. Vast majority of the time, there's men out there that receive child support, no doubt, but it's nowhere near the amount what women receive. So they're incentivized to receive this check from the man. So you basically replace the man, the father in the house, with the government. Shit. And now but the government is taking the money from him. And so now you're being incentivized and given this money. You have to get rid of the incentives that cause that. Like that's or at least level it out a little bit. And maybe this debit card might do that. I don't know. I mean, it could fall flat on its face. It could fail.
What's your thoughts on it, Tony?
No, it's sound. I think, especially, being in the position that I'm in, having to pay child support, it kind of just hurts knowing that money's going there and you don't knowing where it's going to, you know what I mean? You're just sitting there like, wow, like she's getting all this money. And I can't even imagine someone who's like wealthy, like giving a huge amount of money and this woman's out with another man. And now you got to like this other dude might be, you're now supporting her and her dude. You know what I mean? Like it's just like degrading as hell. I think it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Going through the courses and the way I've gone through it and just, in my situation, knowing what she had done, keeping my children from me and not even, completely blocking me, not even allowing me to do anything for almost a year. She is now getting back all that money for that. She made the choice to not allow me in my children's life. Here I was trying. I have text messages saying, can I send money? Can I give them gifts? Can I do all these things? Because I knew people said to do that because, especially if you put for gifts or child support, when you send the money, you know what I mean? It'll look good in court. But I was just trying to do it just because I ain't seen my kids. She is now getting paid back for all that. That's crazy. Even though she made the choice to keep my kids from me and for no reason. No reason.
I don't feel like nobody should be able to take someone's kids away regardless. Unless there is a court-ordered reason and see.
Yeah, but that's the problem, though. And unfortunately, this comes down to the women. I know women are gonna be like, "Oh, why are you piling on?" Well, this is just the truth of the matter. You do the studies. Men don't keep when men got full custody of their kids. They don't keep their kids away from the mother.
They don't. No.
They don't do it. Matter of fact, the men that actually are eligible to receive child support when they're the ones that are supposed to receive child support from the woman, majority of them don't even accept it. The ones that are actually eligible, the vast majority of men don't even accept the child support because they don't want it. And that's what it comes down to. So the women have to start looking at that. The reason why they do it is leverage. They're hurt based on the relationship, no matter whose fault it is. It could be the man's fault. It could be the woman's fault. Combination of both. You're hurt. You can't inflict the pain that you want on this man, so you're going to use the kids to do so. Yep. That's what it is. This is the only way that you're going to be able to get the man to move where you want him to, is to basically use the kids to do so, because your words ain't going to do it. You physically can't do it to the man. He's stronger than you. So what is that? That's what would break a man down? His children.
Right.
And that's the weapon. And a lot of times it happens subconsciously. It's not even, sometimes it don't even happen consciously for women. Like it's just automatic. They know if they make it harder, they make it, more difficult for that man, it's going to break that man down eventually. Like it's going to get to them to the point where it's going to put them in a state of depression, or at least to the point where it's hard for them to function, hard for them to think properly. You know what I mean? It goes, there's a lot of psychology behind stuff like that. That's why so many men have to basically, the lives almost have to start over when the kids is teenagers, because then the kids is a little bit older, they got a brain of their own, and they start realizing, hold up, this ain't what's been going on, what I've been told this whole time. And then they start listening to dad's side of the story, and then they start getting a better balance of what really went down. and then their whole relationship kind of has to start over. That's really common today. So I don't know, man. We kind of got off on the tangent on that, but just as far as the debit card thing, I don't know. I do believe that if it is, you're having to being made to pay child support, I think the woman should be able to use it to pay for rent, because she's got to be able to keep a roof over the kids and stuff like that. Okay. But she damn sure shouldn't be able to buy alcohol. Right. She like there's certain restrictions I am 100% on board that this should be. Like, you shouldn't be able to be buying trips for yourself and getting BBLs and shit like that with the money that you're supposed to be using for the kid. Right. So that I agree.
I like that part of it. Because nowadays it almost seems like it's a job to have babies, which almost makes it seem like, dang, I shouldn't say that. That's foul.
How? It is a job.
It is.
It's a job we love, though.
Well, what I mean by that is, let me take it another step further and be the disrespectful part of it. But let's say you have 4 kids, 4 different baby daddies.
4.
And you doing it just to get that child support, you know what I mean? Like, and that's the sad part, because it's like we're almost rewarding people for having a high body count. You know what I mean? Like, does that even matter anymore? Does body count matter? Do you care about the body count? You care about the body count?
You talking about a woman?
Yeah,
absolutely.
You care about it? Yeah.
What about a man? Let's open it up for both of them.
That's why I was getting ready to open that question up. But for a woman, you getting ready to go in, 4 kids, you got the debit cards. Does a body count matter?
Well, what the kids got to do it? Throw the kids out of it.
I'm just saying we were obviously talking about,
So are you talking about having multiple kids and stuff, or are you just talking about body count. Just let's like body count. They fuck number.
Yeah. Does it matter?
Today?
Damn, the fact that you even had to say today ain't that bad. Today,
it's different.
Today's
it's different.
Why is that?
Women, it's because more accessible.
Well, it's
damn.
It's almost offensive now to say it's hoeing. Now we got to call it sexual liberation.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like, what's the difference? You just sprinkled some glitter on it. You just took the word hoe and was like, let me sprinkle this glitter on here. Sexual liberation. You know what I mean? Shit. Which is fine. That's the choice. That's what it comes down to. You have the freedom, of choice with that. But I'll say this. I think everybody should have the right to do what they want to do.
Okay.
And I don't feel like no one should be outright disrespected. Like, me going out of my way to disrespect somebody based on the decisions they make, especially when they don't concern myself, right? Like it would be wrong. Like, to me, I feel like you should want to be in shape. And if you was somebody that was overweight and you was coming up to me every day complaining about being overweight, then I'm gonna tell you, get your ass in the gym.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, stop, put the fork down and get in the fucking gym. However, I would not say that to someone, a stranger, unsolicited, that's not complaining to me about it, and just go up to them randomly saying, because I see them eating some ice cream somewhere and they overweight, and say, you need to be in the gym. See how mean that is, the difference? But I'm saying the same message, but it's because one person is coming to me complaining about it, and I'm giving them a solution. But it's a whole nother thing for me to go out of my way and bother somebody else and project what I feel they should be doing, whether it's right or wrong. That's just mean. And that's the same way with this. If you a woman coming up to me complaining about your situation and why you can't find no man and your body count is in the triple digits.
Wait, what the fuck?
Proof is in the fucking pudding.
What the fuck? Triple digits?
I'm just saying in general, if you're a woman and your body count is high, you cannot complain about men not wanting to wife you. Don't complain about it. Be cool with your results. You can't change the outcomes. You can't do whatever you want to do and then also control the outcomes at the same time. Do what you want to do. No one's saying that you can't. But once you start complaining, then all that shit go out the window as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to tell you why. Like, I'm sorry, because I ain't doing it. Like, ain't no real man doing it.
I think body count matters now that you said it that way, because the second you said triple digits, I'm like, nigga, what? Hold on, wait.
But
wait,
that's just
wait,
real,
Wait,
Bro, I've walked into clubs with girls I was like kind of seeing her dating and knowing that she has a high body count. Bro, just that feeling as a man, knowing that other men have done hit what you just brought in. Bro, it's like, it's the most like, bro, no, bro.
Eskimo brothers.
It's like, you know, and in the end, you know, once you let her go, you'd be like, yeah, I did too, bro. It's, you know what I mean? But it's like,
That's
like, bro.
Yeah.
Right. But it's like, bro, no, you don't want, no, man.
I think and more importantly for men, from a man's perspective when it comes to women, it's just we don't like the aspect of like having to pay full price for something that other dudes been getting for free.
Okay, preacher.
Like, just all honesty, we don't want to lose on the deal. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. Now you want to say
elaborate more though.
Well, I'm just saying, like, for like the example you just gave, like you saying that, you know, this particular woman in the club has, you know, been messing with so many dudes, and this dude and this dude and this dude, and it's like, why would you want to take this woman seriously in a relationship knowing the history that's come behind it?
Perfect.
And now we got to establish, okay, what's too much of a history? Because I also think there's a lot of simp ass dudes that feel like, oh, they're not a virgin anymore. They're damaged goods. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like there's a certain point to this.
What he means by, real quick, just so people know, what he means by pay full price is I'm going to make you my girl. I'm going to pay for everything. I'm going to, you know what I mean? Not even in that aspect. I'm talking about just you. If you're going to take just a woman seriously, you're thinking about a serious relationship with this person. You know, there's a cost that comes with that. Yes. Whether you paying for everything, whether you paying for 75% of the stuff, half the stuff, there's still a cost. No, that's what I mean. Yeah.
There's still an investment you are making, and dudes don't want to invest in something that they not get, that basically other dudes didn't have to invest to get the same thing.
Being in a relationship up to marriage when you were out there hoeing and they didn't have to do all that. That's what he means by full price. Because I know some people might not, some girls especially.
Well, I'm just saying from that perspective, that's how I as men, I think that's how we look at it.
Right.
For the most part. Now, like I said, there's that other end of this other side where dudes just have this mindset that, oh, if you basically not a virgin anymore, then you damaged. That's crazy talk.
That's crazy.
That's crazy talk.
Let's get into the numbers.
But we do need to know what the number is. There's a line.
What is that number? Let's say
that's hard. There's an app. It's hard to determine. Oh, there's an app.
Let's just say there is an app that has women lined up and ready to go, ready to meet you. It'd be a great experience. Like, could be your future wife. But this app shows your body count.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So with this app, all of them bad. The body count. Where's the cutoff point for you? What's the number?
It depends on the age of the woman. Obviously, you've been on this planet.
That makes sense.
You've been on this planet longer. You're probably gonna have more bodies. You're gonna be a little bit less. You're gonna be a little bit more or less lenient. You know,
fuck that.
Like somebody that's 20, that's somebody that's 50, is the body count might not gonna be the same.
30 to 35. Let's keep it in that range. It's a wide range. 30 to 35.
30 to what?
30 to 35. It's a wide range, right?
Rob's been big on that word leniency lately.
Lenience.
He's been watching too much Braveheart. And this is how you repay my leniency.
What's your body count? What's that number?
Why would you ask that? Lord,
that was crazy.
That was straight personal. You went from talking about girls' body count to now you want me to.
So you want to know his fuck number?
No. Like, I want to know what's your number that you would cut it off and be like, nah, I can't mess with you. Like for a female,
a female.
Oh, I got you.
Okay, I mean, I've always said, me personally, once it gets past 10, I'm kind of like, okay, like I'm already, you can have 10 to 300 and it's the same number to me at that point. I'm like, it's all the same.
I was thinking 20, so I ain't too far off from him, but even 20.
But here's my thing though, like I'm
disappointed in you, Tony.
There's a different side to it though. I just look at him differently. I'm like, you just like me. So it's like it's not too special, like in that sense. So I'm just like I look at
on these streets like I am.
Right, exactly. Because I'm just like, you're just like me. Versus someone that's 1 to 10, I put them on a pedestal, like, oh shit, you know what I mean? But it's like once it's past 10, I'm like, like me. But it doesn't mean I won't date them because they could be at like 200, 300. It's like, okay, let's see how you do. Let's see how we do in bed. You know what I mean?
300.
I'm just saying, let's see how we do in bed. And to me, it's like I gauge it off the sex. You know what I mean? Like knowing her reaction, how she is, because if it's to a point where she's like, holy fuck, like I love this is great sex, and I'm like, okay, you had 200 and I'm great, perfect, we good, you know what I mean?
But I'm disappointed in you, Tony. I'm gonna be honest with you because I blame you. I blame niggas like you now. You the reason. You the reason. I'm gonna give a little bit of deep dive. I'm just not gonna say no names. I'm just gonna go a little bit go back in the past of Rob Coates as far as his dating life. Let me just say this.
I like how you set the parameters.
Yeah. Is this a Super 8 motel? Is this Super 8 Super 8 motel, Rob?
No. Okay. I'm just giving in general. I'm just gonna say this.
I love that, Rob.
But not even. I'm gonna go that deep. But just in general, well, many dates that I've been on with women and conversations I have with women, I don't like even having this conversation.
Oh yes, yeah.
I don't like having this conversation, but it always seems like the woman brings this conversation up. And they bring it up just to lie to me and say that their number is fucking 8 or fucking 9, which is under double digits because of niggas like you that got this range of 10. It's your fault. Niggas like you that got this parameter that, bitch, if you got 10, that's like 300.
Right.
That's your fault. Now I blame you. I blame dudes like you now because that's why women say that because I know they lying. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. So they be like, yeah, I've been with like 8 or 9, and like I don't even want to know this information. It's not my business. Like I don't even ask this.
They do say that too. They give
but
it like a 7 or 8.
They always keep it single digit because they know that if they go double digits, they'll be like, that's 300 because of you. Because of you, it's your fault. It's your fault.
But once it goes 10 to 300, I'm like, it's the same.
I mean, feel him on that because we're talking body counts, like different men, not multiple times.
Right.
20 different men. Like, I think that's a lot of men to be ran through. Like,
you think that's a lot?
And you didn't figure it out after I feel like in his book, if you already hit 20 men, you might as well have already messed with 100. You know what I mean? Like,
really, you believe that?
Because look, hear me out. Like 20 men, like bro, how do you get up to 20 bodies? 20 different people.
So you think 20 is the same as 100?
20 different people.
The only reason I don't, so I kind of think my mind sees it that way, but realistically, you shouldn't see it that way because that's like you go from like chlamydia, gonorrhea to like AIDS when you go to the fucking like 200-300. You know what I mean?
See, that's
like,
what I'm saying.
Bro.
That's what I'm saying. Though, like
when it no return.
The more, yes, the more
scorched earth.
Right, 20's a lot already. I'm scared already. If you already had 20 people in there, because that's the numbers and the odds of you getting something and coming back is higher.
We're gonna have to go to Quest, baby. We got to go to Quest.
20's a lot already.
That blood
bro.
test.
So you
baby.
think 20's too much?
Yeah, bro. I mean, I just like you'd have to literally. If it's up to 20, that lets me know that you had a hoe phase, a hoe for sure.
No, be correct. Sexual liberation.
Gangbang.
That's what they call it.
Sexual liberation.
That's what they call it.
For sure.
Pornhub.com. Sacramento.
So that's your number. That's your number is at 20, huh?
Yeah, because that's already a lot, bro. Like I'm nervous. You tell me I got 20, I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and wrap up. Maybe
damn,
twice.
what if you knew all 20 of them too?
See, and that's
like you're like imagining while you're with her, like
hell no, man. I wouldn't.
Oh shit!
I'd be like, limp noodle after that.
You wouldn't get harder?
What the fuck? What?
Oh, okay, shit.
Tony was in you. Hold on, wait. Tony with Tony what? Tony Oh nah, get up out of here. Tony, get up out of here.
You wouldn't see me going in looking at you.
See, nope. See, right there. Nope. Hell nah. I'm running.
I could just see.
Next day, like, oh, you was at whatchamacallit's, huh? High five, buddy. Yeah, Eskimo brother. No, get the fuck out of here. I couldn't do it.
So what's yours? Yours is 10?
I'm afraid to hear your number because you over here.
I don't have a number to where I wouldn't accept her. You know what I mean? But it's like,
what do you mean accept?
He's sexually.
I thought we were talking about like you would be with her. I would
right.
Still
That's what I mean.
Oh, I'd be with a porn star. But like my thing is like, you know what I mean? It's like after 10, you're just like me. I don't know,
bro. She been with 10 that day.
Yeah,
porn star.
Mm-hmm. But
I do think there. I'll say this. I'm not unrealistic. You have to adjust to the times. Now, you as a person as a man, need to be able to pick. Now, okay, I put it to you like this: every man knows where they stand. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm not talking about
you
that.
thought sexuality?
I'm talking about they know where they stand as far as what. As far as what range of woman that they can get.
Oh, okay. Like
every
your
man,
number.
men are very honest with themselves. With themselves, they may lie to the homies or all that type of shit, but with themselves, we know. We know what we get. That's why it's different. So, for example,
I can pull sevens.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I can pull sevens.
No, let me give you the example. Let me give you the example. Let's just say that I ended up. Let's say I got let's say I hooked up with Beyonce. Just throw it out there, right? As a man, I would not think that I qualify for the Beyoncés of the world. Oh, I would just say I lucked up. Oh, I came up.
I lucked up. I like that.
I came up.
Actually.
Mm-hmm. I lucked up a few times.
But girls,
women, if they have sex with Drake, they think they getting Offset, they getting Quavo, they getting the rest of them that are they think that their shit's reset to now that that's their standard. And I'm sorry, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Right.
You're wrong.
Man, girls be thinking they can. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you.
No, they have a very warped mindset behind that. They think that based on who they open themselves up to sexually is who now they qualify for. Right. No, dude, dudes just trying to hit.
He was just trying to hit.
Period. Just dudes want to hit.
No value.
Yeah, exactly. So that doesn't just because there's this amount of men that want to have sex with you don't mean they want to get down on one knee and get that ring.
Your value is between your legs.
So there's a difference there. So, but men though, we kind of know that. We just kind of think we lucked up. Like we don't think that that's our new standard now.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's kind of the same way for us. But I'm talking about as far as the number. There is too much. If you aren't really in the triple digits as a woman, that's gonna be a no for me. As far as long term, it's just not gonna happen.
So
it's gonna depend on their age, and I'm kind of in that
35.
No, they're 35 years old.
35.
87.
No, don't give him a parameter. No, because he already think 100 is okay.
No, I didn't say 100 is okay.
He didn't say that.
I said that's out of the question. I said eat triple digits is out of the question. If I had to actually put a number on it, what I would be willing to accept as far as long term, I would. It definitely. I'm closer to you when.
Okay.
I'm in that 20 range. Mm-hmm. I'm in that.
Damn, what if she's at 99?
At what?
99.
Damn, bro.
No,
he's saying he's a little bit closer. Like I'm taking him.
Oh, so
at
you're
like
saying not even close to the triple digits?
Huh?
You're saying not even close to triple digits?
Right. I used that example. I said if you are in the triple digits, that's an automatic. That's going to be a no for me. If you're in that,
so she's like at 80.
Nah, that's too much.
Oh, 60?
That's too much.
How about 40?
Damn.
Oh, bro, then you're nowhere near triple digits. It's got it.
That's what I was saying. I just said that in general. I wasn't saying that like I'm like somewhere close. I'm saying that women that out there that got this body count of 100. Like, bro, there was some chick on there said she got 5,000 bodies.
I saw that.
Like, bro, that's not like what are we doing?
She was counting, and she was counting the right way though. She said it was like an event, and she said like if you could find me, like you could have me type thing. It was like a concert.
But women are not honest about their number. They count their boyfriends. They don't count the men they fuck. They don't count them one night stands. She did. Yeah. She's being transparent. Yeah. But no, I take that back. That shit's probably 8,000. But but I'm just saying, like they're not honest about the men.
I will say women
they're not honest about that.
Ever
they
honest
count
about
their
number.
boyfriends. They count the men that they spent significant amount of time with.
Right.
They ain't counting the dude that they hooked up with at the club.
Right.
They not counting that.
You find out later, like, oh,
they don't count that.
Where did this
stuff.
one come from?
No, they don't count that.
So that number, is not bad. I'll be honest with you, and I say
I'm in your range or something like that. I think 10 is a little too low.
Right. 20, like,
but
you gotta understand.
I also have to know, like, what your past is. Like, what is it? Like, okay, were you married? Were you in a relationship for a long time? All that stuff's gonna matter.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because if you say that you were married for, so you said a 35-year-old, and let's say she was married for 11 years, and your body counts 30. First of all, I'm gonna think either you was cheating on this man, or you was, or between 18 to fucking 25, you was going crazy.
Right. Where was your nut? Was it front end?
Right. Right. So it's like to me, it's kind of, it comes down to, it's I got to know the backstory a little bit.
That's worse though, to know the backstory. You know that you've been with somebody for 11 years. And out of those 11 years, you was with one dude.
That's what I'm talking about. I need to know the backstory.
And then let's just say after, like you divorced, you opened up the sexual liberation for show part, you know, and you ran those numbers up in that small amount of time. That scares me.
All right, so let's get off of this real quick.
That scares me.
Let's flip it. Let's flip it, though. What about ours?
No, that don't matter.
Okay, Myron Gaines.
I know. I was going to say I seen that.
Speak on that shit, nigga. You like shining his dick. Go ahead.
Nah, I just don't think. I don't know. It's just different, man. Like we're constant. I don't know where I've heard this before, but it's like I think it was Myron. Oh yeah,
I told you. Just keep shining that dick. Shine that up.
It's just, man. We play the game on hard mode. That's what we do, bro. Like it's completely different, bro. Like when it comes, if I was a woman. Oh, bro, I'd be in the triple digits. Easily in the triple digits if I was a woman. But as a man, we can't hit those numbers like that. You know what I mean?
Because the women won't let us hit that number like that.
It's just like for women, man, they've been fucking just like it's been just easily handed down.
So let's get an understanding. I think we probably might all agree on this. Do we agree that the body count for a man and the body count for a woman is completely different?
Yes, it is. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
why? Completely different. Again, I feel like we playing the game on hard mode. Like girls, it just comes to them. It's been coming to them since grade school. Like and they've had the practice too. They've had the practice. It's so easy for them. It just comes. Like one of the dumbest things I ever heard one time. And you know our boy, I ain't gonna say names, but like his girl would always be like, "Hey, when we go in this club, let's have a contest who can get more numbers." I'm like, "Bitch, it better be you. What the fuck you talking about? You should be able to get every man's number in this club except for maybe one. What the fuck you talking about? Like for him to get one number, that's gonna be crazy. Like that. Like it's just like.
No, I agree with you.
I don't say that often either. I agree with the fuck this motherfucker is saying.
Yeah.
Right,
so you're basically going with the sentiment of the fact that women are always constantly pursued and we're always the one having.
They're the ones in control.
I try to tell like if I like we can go to like a grocery store. I'll be like, look, there'll be five dudes willing to fuck you in this parking lot right now, and if I go in there, it's gonna be hard for me to get one. I won't get the one chick. You know what I mean? Like, it just won't happen. Like.
Yeah, no, they've done studies. No, I agree with you. They've done studies. Yeah. They've done studies on it. Yeah. They've done experiments with this. They've literally taken someone who would be deemed as maybe an extremely attractive man, well endowed, well shaped, all that type of stuff, money, status, and stuff like that, and that man would still not be able to compete with the average woman.
Right, even with the average woman.
Like they've done that type of experiment, and it's because it's very simple, and I'm with you on that. That the man controls the relationship, the woman controls the sexual access. So it's like at the end of the day, they control that part. They control the sexual access. It's up to them. We taking the dudes out, the grapists out of this. Like that, they just evil people. Take that out of it. In a nutshell, when it comes to a relationship, you ain't having sex unless she say yes.
Right.
That's true.
And bitch, you ain't getting married unless he fucking wants to say yes to marry.
Right. Exactly.
And wants to do that. Like at the end of the day, because women don't propose to the women, to the man. It's the other way around. We decide that. We dictate that. That's just the way of the world. That's the yin and yang. But women are doing a much better job about this shit. They monetizing they shit.
That's that OnlyFans thing, man, and it's different. That's why like there's almost a little bit more leeway to giving them that 20 to 25 body counts because the access that these women have now with OnlyFans is crazy.
But they're exploiting themselves to get a short-term gain right now.
Very true.
And some people are gonna say, well, no, that sounds bad. No, it's just the truth. Because after there's so many stories out there of women who are like regretful that they went down that road, that they went into OnlyFans. I know there's people out there that are proud of that, and that is what it is. That's your choice. But don't, like I said before, don't complain. When you not getting the results and the outcomes that you want,
Right.
as far as a relationship later down the road, when you ran through, and the dudes out here really ain't gonna be checking for you to put a ring on it. We just not.
Let me ask you this question: how do you feel that teacher feels? You feel like she regrets her decision to having an OnlyFans now that she's fired as being a teacher because she has an OnlyFans?
Oh,
I don't know. I don't want to know if I'm going to regret. Let me ask you guys this: do you think she should have been fired? So you got a son. I got kids. You got kids. Find out they teacher busting it wide open for $9.99.
What's that got to do with me and my son though? Like,
Did you get an A?
nah, but my thing is, you know, like, regardless of the A, is he being taught something? Do I feel like he's being educated something? Regardless of what any teacher,
he getting taught numbers.
As long as you got that A.
regardless of what any teacher does on their personal time, their personal life, that should be up to them.
Really? So if they was a KKK member, it's all good. It's on their personal
now
time.
you took it there.
No, but I'm just throwing it at you. Pause.
Damn.
Paul.
I'm just saying. So you think their personal time is off limits? It shouldn't matter at all.
Nah, you all right. I guess you're held to that standard, even though we don't pay them like that. But they are held to that standard of being able to uphold a civil lifestyle, I guess. But it's like the teachers have to do that in order to actually have a decent living. And I say it because of the movie Mean Girls with Lindsay Lohan. I hate to say it, the math teacher was a bartender at the same time. You know, she's trying to make it extra living. Like, is it bad for her to also be a bartender?
No.
Now,
that's completely different. That's not the same as OnlyFans.
What you do, but it's an easy way for people to get money, right? And technically,
He's talking about the moral aspect of it, though.
Yeah, but there's a moral. That's exactly what I'm speaking to. Like so
her
for
busting it wide open ain't that bad.
Damn.
Okay, so that's the question. So we posed the question, you answered the question. You saying she for $9.99 subscription.
Subscribe.
You gonna subscribe?
Nah,
You must
I
not-
don't subscribe. I ain't never subscribed to not a nair nada.
But I'm just saying. So for you would think it's fine.
And I think that's the reason why is because I ain't never subscribed to an OnlyFans.
I'm not talking about you subscribing. I'm saying you would think it's fine that a teacher that was teaching your child had an OnlyFans. You would not be concerned.
How old are these kids?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't matter.
Not in high school?
Yeah, we taking that out of it.
Okay, well then to you, girl. Shit.
So here's my question. I have another
I may
question.
attend the class now.
I have another question for
Show
you.
up for parent-teacher conferences.
What if you're a teacher? Because I'm trying to, because you don't have a daughter. Because I'm imagining I wouldn't want my daughter being taught by her. Because if that's true and she has that kind of mindset, she might instill that in my daughter. So my question to you is, let's say your son is in school and someone who is really into pride and affirming and all this stuff is now teaching your son. You know what I mean? With the whole affirming thing, and they're just they're teaching your kid now. How would you be comfortable with that?
No, because you're teaching my kids something that shouldn't be on any type of metric or scale for school. It
That's
should
your
be,
job.
You know?
That's your job to do that, not
Right.
their job.
Right.
Proud of you, Win.
No, I wouldn't be okay with that at all. So, but yeah, that's a little different from, when
that is different because that's direct.
Right.
That's direct change of mind. Like that's
With my
direct.
son,
Like
right.
I'm not saying. So I want to go. I don't want to make it too hard. It's just the fact that she's OnlyFans. She's not fucking teaching OnlyFans in the class.
Right.
When we're in school, when you were clocked in, I'm expecting you to do your job and teach him the curriculum that as
2 + 2, motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. You know what I mean? Everything else outside of that, by all means, that's your personal life. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not saying.
go ahead.
You did hear, that's funny you said that because I don't know where it's at. You got to look it up later. You know they're saying that math is racist. Right?
No, I know. I've seen that.
Okay.
I've seen that video. Yeah, what? I remember. I know exactly what video you're talking about too.
Don't make no sense.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Can you explain it?
I forget the gist of it, but I know what you're talking about. That was so dumb.
Oh my god,
Math is universal.
Yeah, it
Math
was so stupid. That person was an idiot.
I have been seeing these, Instagram posts where it's just teachers in their school, in their classroom, and they have normal clothes on, jeans or shirt. They step back and then they hit that boom. I'm like, God damn, I need to go back to school.
That's kind of the same thing, you know. Like sometimes, I don't know.
So
in all honesty, do you think she should have got fired? The teacher?
Once again, that one is a little. I don't think she should have gotten fired. Depends on if it spilled into the classroom or not. Like I said, like the lady who was doing Instagram.
They just found out.
They just found out, like they were browsing, being a pervert themselves, and damn near subscribed to her shit.
Hey, somebody, some father, somewhere,
some hater
found
who was
out.
trying to get a free jerk. Like, oh, there goes my teacher. Let me go tell on her real quick. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, you a nut ass nigga if you just fresh off the jerk off and you go over here snitching. You ain't
like,
shit.
Come on, bruh.
I don't believe it was a dude. I think this sounds like a mom would do this.
Sure. Like subscribe.
Like a parent. Well, no, not subscribe. Probably maybe the rumor got out there and then she confirmed. Because I don't see no dad out here snitching.
Right.
I don't know.
God damn.
That's a wild shit, bro.
Fire?
If you a man, if you a father who snitched but you jacked off,
he got caught.
You a nut ass.
He got caught and he had to make it right.
That's what it was. You're right. He got caught. He got caught subscribing and he found out it was Miss Wilson.
Like, I was just doing it for the research. Look at what this teacher's doing over here.
The wife over here made him turn her in. Oh, that's wild.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like her. I mean, shit. And then again, when you say what he said, it makes perfect sense. Like, you know, I guess our outside life does matter. You know what we do.
I mean, it's hard not to a certain extent because just influence is who you are, is what you represent. But I don't know. I guess there's levels to it. I don't think all are the same.
Right.
I'll put it to you that way. I don't think we could say, okay, you live in like the example you gave, the bartender. I think that's completely different. You know, there's different things that we are willing to accept. It's just I think you as a parent got to know what that line is, and apparently at that school, she crossed it. I do want to, you know, as we wrap, you know, get down to the end of this, you know, loss of life. Get a little serious here. I know I switched it up, but I think it's important just because, you know, obviously it's been in the news, and this kind of brings up a lot of my frustration personally for me, is that, you know, there's so much outrage right now, but there's been death for I don't know how many years of one particular side, and no one has blinked an eye. And so when we start saying that we care about life, that's all life, no matter who you worship.
Okay, I'm with you.
And I think right now there's a lot of what do you want to call virtue signaling?
Yeah, perfect.
Right now,
that's perfect.
And
literally
some
perfect.
people just trying to put out there that they care. And I get it. Some of it's not even mean spirited. Some of it's just you wanna put it out there that you are thinking about it, whatever that may be. You know what I mean? But I just feel like it's so manufactured. It's so inauthentic. You know, I nothing against Justin Bieber, man, but bro, he got caught posting, you know, a photo saying "Pray for Israel," but in the background of the photo, it's Gaza. Like, come on, man.
Somewhere.
Like, what are you doing? Like, that's the other side.
Was it a joke? Was he
no, he was being
it?
legit, but he didn't know. So the picture behind, so you know how the one we did with the downtown, you know, thoughts with Sacramento, it was like that. And basically it's kind of transparent, but in the background it's the city of Gaza, but it says "Pray for Israel." Like, that right there is just ignorant. Now, he don't know, and I'm not saying he probably just didn't know. He probably saw that online. Maybe someone sent that to him. I'm not going to assume that he made it by any stretch of the imagination. But that's the ignorance that we living in right now, because people think that, oh, this now is being put in our face because now one side is losing or it's lost a lot of life. Those lives mean more, and they don't. Like, at the end of the day, man, both of these sides are losing kids. Like, I don't know if y'all seen some of these photos and videos, man. And the fact that there's corporations that are making money and hitting record stock prices because of this death. It's sickening, you know. But it's just a frustration in general, because I feel like one side in particular gets the shit end of this stick consistently Right, and I don't care what side of the religion you worship. I don't think you should be, you know, making those judgments. But I don't think it's been fair across the board. That's my opinion. That's not projected on nobody else.
I saw one of these videos where they were kind of like loosely holding the kids. Like one of them looked like, not even 1 year old. The other one could have been a toddler, just in his dad's arm. And dude, just like for those brief moments, you put yourself in this person's shoes. What happens if this is my son that I'm holding?
That's what I was thinking.
You know what I mean?
Like, I'm with you, man.
Life loss is life loss.
But why? I guess the question gets raised is why do we care now? On this one side before, when it's been happening. It's continuously happening. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
It's precious Israel.
Publicized. Someone has an agenda behind it. Want to show.
It's allies. America here, we're allies with them. Mm-hmm. We're not allies with the others.
Yeah.
Right. And so that's what we're going to get shown, even though we shouldn't.
So we're going to show their struggle,
right?
Their death, right. their plight that they're getting. They're not going to show the other side.
And my thing is just all this virtual signaling is just it's sad because you see how dare they, and I'm like, to me, I just raise an eyebrow like, are you kidding me? Like the other side's been getting it like this for 50 years. What are you talking about? How dare they? Like my daughter even knows what's going on. Like, what do you mean about that? You know what I mean? To me, that's why it's just like ignorant. It's like, dude, it's been going on. Like, I just threw my hands up like it's been going on, dude. Like this is just the other side now. It's just going to go ahead and publicize and put it in the media and do all this virtual signaling where everybody just feels better. That's the thing. They just want to feel better about posting. They don't care about human life. They're not like trying to find out, okay, where do I fund money? Where do I know? They're just like, yeah, I'm going to make this post, pray for Ukraine or pray for Israel. Like, it's like, dude, like you need to educate yourself on really what's going on so you can understand, like, what's really happening here. Like, and what I mean by that is like, it's governments taking advantage of people. You know what I mean? This isn't even like, I hate to say it, obviously it's because of religion, but it's really also government, man. Like people are dying. Actual people are dying over government. Government's using this. And we started about how this came about. Like the government is doing this deliberately. Everyone has different things that they're saying, buzzwords, buzz phrases, like even like, due to the fact that he did call it out. I just didn't think anything would happen when Trump actually called out the fact that they gave $6 billion over to Iran. And I thought to myself, you know what I mean? That's not Biden doing that. It's his administration, right? It's not Biden. I would know it's his administration. They're not dumb. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So obviously there's more behind the story of why this is happening and why this is occurring. You know what I mean? And why we're seeing it in the news the way we're seeing it.
Anything else? You guys got anything else you want to guys add? Anything?
Nah, man. Warren's here in spirit somewhat. So he'll be back next week, man. We're going to have something special planned out for y'all next week, though. Y'all stay tuned for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And just keep follow us on Instagram about.night. Make sure y'all follow that. Make sure y'all like.
And you said about.night.
Oh, damn. I did fuck up.
Pull the Winton.
I did a Winton.
I'm surprised I caught that shit.
Well, you should. This is episode 88. You should know by now.
Right.
About.night. Make sure y'all follow that. And then YouTube, make sure y'all subscribe. Check out all our episodes and shorts that's on there. Keep showing us that love. Absolutely. And, take us out, dog.
Tony, what you got for him?
Mm-hmm. That's it. Please follow, like, subscribe. If you guys have any guests, what's that called? Suggestions.
Interesting people.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting people you guys want us to have on a show, or different parts of, industry nightlife you guys want to know about. Please let us know, like in the comments. Like some people have been actually. So we thank you for that. And just what's going on with the we got like 7 memes that came out today. Like,
actually, speaking of it, and that's what you were talking about, people being engaged.
Yeah.
We had a post talking about haunted houses or pumpkin patches. And, a few people like kind of chimed in, pumpkin patch, and then someone chimed in, haunted house, and then someone actually chimed in and said a corn maze. I wasn't thinking about that. And so I went to the gram and started asking, like, what are some good recommendations for, corn mazes, haunted houses, as you displayed the Scream in Sacramento. And then, of course, the Pumpkin Patch, which I recently went out to one out in Boa Vista. Of course, Apple Hill has a few.
Usually the Pumpkin Patch has the corn maze, though.
Yeah.
So you kind of get both.
Not the one I think I went to a smaller pumpkin patch, but you are right. There are some bigger ones.
Yeah, like the one. What would that be? Bishops.
Davis. Is it David? Yeah,
no,
Bishops.
Dave's. You got Dave's pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
Which one's the one at West Side?
That's what I'm trying to think. I thought it was Dave's. No,
that's Dave. The Bishops in like Lincoln.
Okay,
like going up past like Rockland and all that. Damn it. But Dave's. Yeah, Dave's is West Sac. That one's got a corn maze.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bishop's does too.
I think I remember going to Bishop's and Dave's. I've been to them, but I haven't been in a while. But the real difference really is it depends on the kids. I remember before I had a kid, I was all haunted house. Obviously, the scary story that I told last week. If you could check out last week's episode and that random scare moment that I displayed, I'm seeing it already being memed 3 times over right now.
Not the mama.
But like, when you're younger and you don't have a kid, yeah, you doing the fright house, the fright house or the scare house, haunted house, whatever you want to call
Bullshit. I went there and took my son. His ass was scared as hell.
Yeah, but your son is a little bit older now.
Yeah. I loved every minute of that.
Mine's is still young. He wouldn't even go in there without crying.
Oh
or
yeah,
having
no.
a bad time,
I wouldn't. I wouldn't have took my daughter in there. Hell no.
Right. So now that's why I feel like with us being older and us having kids now, the pumpkin patch as of right now are kind of the go-to festivities. So it kind of really,
hey, bro,
it depends on your situation.
Damn. Okay, I'm fucked up. I'm gonna do this, bro. Oh man, how old's your son?
He's 5.
Wait till he's 8. The 8 would be better. I think I'm gonna wait for when my son's 8. So I'm doing this. Remember this. I swear I'm doing this. I'm gonna grab my son and I'm gonna hold him.
I'm gonna just tell you right now, you're already fucked up,
bro. He don't even know, bro.
The energy you have,
bro. Oh, it's gonna feel good. I'm gonna take him, bro, in front of it and shit. I'll be like, I'll start crying too. I'll bring the tears in. He'll be like, son, look at me. Look, so these are people that can't afford, where they're living right now, and we're in that situation. And if we survive this, we're about to go in this house, and if we survive this, we'll be able to live some, but I might die today. I need you. Dude, so I can't wait, bro. We're going to go in there. He's going to have that mentality of like, oh, God, we might die, bro.
Into the haunted house?
You finna have that little man running through the whole house screaming. Like,
I love it. I love it. Scare that little nigga.
Oh, my God, bro.
They need to be scared.
You wild.
Oh, I love it. I'm sick. I don't care. I'm telling you, no, you can't. Like, for me, if you scared in front of me, it's like somebody falling in front of me. I'm dying.
Right, I feel you.
I'm dying, bro. Like, I just get so much joy out of hearing people scream. I'm dead serious. I was laughing the whole time I was there. My stomach was hurting. Bro, I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
Yes, I want to see his authentic reaction to just like,
because it's just satisfying seeing somebody just so unnerved and knowing that this is not that type of situation, but they're so petrified of this situation.
Mm-hmm.
It's hilarious to me.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm doing it for sure, man.
Yeah,
you wild for
yes,
that, you wild for that.
Do that.
But yeah, man, definitely check out our Instagram page as we continue to keep you guys laced with what's going on in the world, not even just in Sacramento. So thank you guys so very much for tuning in to another solid episode of About the Night, episode 88.